Not only are they saying, yeah, we're going to have those PvP lobbies set up for you, pals, don't worry about it, but you're going to be able to mod it, we're going to give you the tools, and we are going to support you so that patches do not break your modding tools in future, so that the game has longevity. This is what I hoped for. Ripping out through the atmosphere like a thunderhawk breaking into orbit, ready to drop the boys off, drop the marines straight into a pile of heretics, xenos, or other scum that need to be eradicated. We have an amazing announcement. And give us a sub if you want to keep up to date with Space Marine announcements, especially stuff to do with mods and PvP. We focus on that here on the Club Sorg channel. Let's check it out. We've seen incredible community engagement since launch, and we've noticed that some players have started to create and share mods for Space Marine too. Yes, some players, quite a lot of them, huh? We wanted to make a game that was moddable from the start. This is why our game pack files are not encrypted, for example. Wow, amazing. I did not know that. It's always a pleasure for me as a developer to see what our community can create. Mods are great, and they will no doubt contribute to this game's longevity. Yeah, definitely. So basically, they're about to announce that the mods are going to be officially supported in some way, meaning that they're going to hand over a developer kit or some kind of tools that make modding much more accessible and easier, and make it so that players don't break things when they're trying to add things, because something that has happened is, well, let's read this section here. However, we as developers must also ensure game stability and continuously work towards a smoother experience for all players. Our data shows that a non-negligible amount of recent server instability issues are related to mods, and that instability impacts users who don't have mods installed. We have also received user reports that save files were corrupted after playing alongside players with mods. Oops! That's what happens, isn't it, when you start janking around with the files. But yeah, basically I can imagine if it is breaking saves, that's really lame, but I'm going to say the big thing on their side is if Saber Interactive are hosting the servers and you, say, make a mod that spawns 10 times the amount of Astartes and enemies then you would expect to see in a map. I don't even think this is 10 times, this is probably like, I don't know, they're just adding in things that shouldn't be there, like all these marines, and looks really, really cool, really like this. But yeah, if they're adding this in, then this puts extra load on the server. You've got to think about this match here, if it's being hosted in the server, it's not private lobby. It's going to cost 3, 4, 5, 10 times the amount of bandwidth and CPU power, and you know, it's going to put a lot of demand on the Saber side of the servers, so I can see why that would be breaking things. Even just a few modders running lobbies at the same time could essentially just DDoS their servers down if they haven't got enough allotted space. So I can imagine this is costing Saber money and stability, which is not cool, of course, but the mods themselves are excellent and they should add support for this. One way to do this would make it so that when there's a private lobby, someone is hosting the lobby themselves on their connection, but I can see how that would have issues too. I don't know. Whatever their fix is, their networking team will have to get on it, because we need this. Look at this. Look at how cool this is. We've got... this is such a dynamic photo. I mean, this looks like a Space Marine scene made by Citadel Miniatures for promotional material. It's such a cool shot is this. This is a overhaul mod. Astartes overhaul it's called, and somebody's also integrated another user, I don't know their name, sorry about that, but they've integrated the Imperial Fists first company, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it looks really amazing. And yeah, this just puts a lot more demand on the server, doesn't it? Recolored Tyranids into being, is that Hive Fleet Leviathan or Jogmundur? I'm not sure which one it is, correct me in the comments below. Also got the Heavy Flamer here in some of these. Somebody's added the Heavy Flamer to the Tactical and the Heavy, very cool. Let's go back to the announcement though. This is why, starting with our next big update in December, mods will be prohibited from public online sessions. That's fine. I mean, that's not fair anyway, you shouldn't be going in modding your game and then jumping into a public online session. I mean, that's just called cheating, isn't it, basically? You might as well put aimbot on. That means that you will no longer be able to enter a public game if you have mods installed. Yeah, that's fine. That's how every other game runs. However, we know that mods are a source of fun and creativity, and they will still be allowed in private operations lobbies. Really cool. What a cool thing for a developer to do, rather than, you know, take the easy route and just say, no, you're not allowed to modify this, don't mess with this, or we'll ban you. They're integrating it in and actually providing a kit for people to develop with. We will continue to provide all necessary server infrastructure so you can play online with your friends with mods. That's amazing. Not many companies would do that. Once we add custom Eternal War lobbies, big hype from your pal Club Zark here, because this means I can host PvP tournaments. I can't wait to do that, and mods will work with them as well. Can you imagine a modded tournament? 6v6, 12 players in a lobby, and we have mods running? Hype. Get hyped. Get subscribed. I'm going to make it happen. We are going to be playing Spacemarine for the next 20 years, thanks to them enabling mods like this. This is like Half-Life. This is like Dawn of War. These are games that live to this day and are played to this day fondly because they integrated mods and allowed their communities to use mods, either in the Steam Workshop or via Nexus mods or wherever else you're grabbing your mods. This is what we're going to have with Space Marine 2. They've basically just handed us this very expensive game, this very well-made game. They've handed us endless amounts of content now. Now there's not much pressure on the developers to really provide much DLC, in my opinion. They should just continue to provide infrastructure and let the modders do their work, because I promise you, the Warhammer community will absolutely smash out so many mods, and when another modder makes a mod kit and that other modder then starts modding that mod kit and expands it like that, it gets exponential. This could be huge. It could be the biggest Warhammer game that we've seen since Dawn of War, and I would say that Dawn of War is the biggest, the best example of a Warhammer game going, because of when it came out, how many people wanted to see a game like that. And then after Dawn of War, it was probably Total War Warhammer. That was amazing game stuff, but they didn't really allow people to add stuff in the way that Saber looks like they're going to. So these guys, just really thank you to Saber for doing this. We will also be providing an easy entry point into our backend for games with mods installed, so modders won't have to spend time hacking the game executable after each patch. Yeah, obviously every patch breaks the mods, just like other games, doesn't it? If we somehow break this pipeline for mods by accident in the future, we will fix it. I have literally never heard a game developer say something like that. That is an incredible commitment. I really hope that they keep up to that, and yeah, I'm very, very grateful. In addition to that, we will be releasing some of our tools to modders so they can develop mods with greater ease. Wow, really nice. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. No, thank you, Dmitry Grigorenko, the game director. Thank you very much, pal. That is just the best announcement that you could have given. And if you've been following the channel for a while, I did actually say this multiple times. The best thing Saber can do with this game is enable modding, is do exactly what they've done here, and they've done it. So all previous criticisms from me personally are now out of the window, because every single criticism that I've had about the game has been kind of superficial, not really that important. And now we've got all these mods coming out, all of these tools are going to be released for modders to work on. Stuff like you are seeing here is just the very beginning. We're not even in the first quarter, past the first quarter of the game being out. You know, it's 2.5 months, is it? We're not even 3 months into this, 4 months into this. Imagine in a year's time what we'll be looking at. This is just a conversion mod here for the Black Hydras. If you wanted to turn it, really nice looking with the purple shoulders there. I love these guys. I prefer cowled wardens for the purple marines, you know, black and purple marines myself, but these guys look great too. Another excellent mod coming out here, but again, just scratching the surface with little reskins of existing content here. when they hand out the tools, we're going to be looking at, you know, new character models potentially, and how amazing would that be? I mean, these Tyranid reskins looking really amazing too. Personally, my favourite type of Tyranid are the white and purple ones. I think they are. They look really cool, very xenomorph looking, but these guys look very bestial, like more like an actual animal rather than some kind of overly stated alien species. You know, this is quite realistic, isn't it? You know, it's good camouflage, dark skin and so forth. Guardsmen for dinner as well. Plenty of good nutrition for the Tyranid there. So that was the announcement. I cannot believe how good this information comes out, because not only are they saying, yeah, we're going to have those PvP lobbies set up for you, pals, don't worry about it, but you're going to be able to mod it, we're going to give you the tools, and we are going to support you so that patches do not break your modding tools in future, so that the game has longevity. This is what I hoped for. This is why I stopped other projects that I was working on to make content for Space Marine 2. I knew it was going to be huge. I'm so excited, so grateful, and so thankful, and I hope you guys will subscribe and stick around, because I am going to be covering mods in depth on this channel. So drop us a subscription, a like for the video, and I will catch you next time, guys. Cheers.